Hey, I'm Josh.
I'm Ken.
This is Ken and Josh Go to the Movies.
Today we're reviewing Lars and the Real Girl, starring Ryan Gosling and Emily Mortimer.
I guess she's a star. Also, Paul Schneider and Patricia Clarkson, and decent cast.
Yeah.
Anyway, so Ryan Gosling is Lars. Lars is a very shy guy, got some social anxiety issues, doesn't really like talking to people or touching people, even though the community is reaching out to him and trying to kind of get him involved and love him and everything.
Yeah.
So he responds by buying a real girl, which is one of these, realistic, anatomically correct sex dolls, and he calls her Bianca and takes her everywhere and treats her like a normal person. And under the advice of a shrink played by Patricia Clarkson, the entire community around him does the same thing and tries to treat her as realistically as possible.
Yeah.
And it was straight to the movie. It was a sweet movie, though. I liked it.
Yeah. We've seen it before. Harvey, starring Jimmy Stewart.
Yeah.
It is the same movie, basically.
Yeah, it's a protagonist with a strange delusion.
Yeah, the performances are good. Ryan Gosling, he's definitely a good actor.
Very good. He's a very good actor. The problem is that just the fact that he's such a shy, tough, having problems communicating character, means you can't really get inside his head. He's kind of an enigmatic person.
Yeah.
So having him be the main character means that you're spending more time analyzing him than you are looking at the movie through his eyes, which kind of feels like there's a hole in the movie.
Yeah. I was wondering if maybe he was just messing with people, like it was a test to see if they really care about him.
Right. You don't know exactly what he's thinking at first.
Yeah. In the ending, you're never quite sure. Does he finally realize that he was in love with a real doll, or is he just that was a real relationship the whole time?
Was that his way of getting out of this delusion without embarrassing himself?
It's really weird.
Or did he really think that? I'm not going to spoil it, but it's pretty funny. The movie is pretty funny in parts.
Yeah.
It's not really a comedy exactly. I don't know.
It was a dramedy. There's some moments where it's kind of bizarre, like when he thinks Bianca's sick, so he calls 911 and they rush the ambulance there and they take her to the hospital.
Right.
I don't know that really happened. Even if the whole community was behind him.
Yeah, would the whole movie really happen? Would everybody not single him out as weird, but just kind of treat him as one of the family? And he is kind of a lovable guy, and he's clearly good natured and sweet. But
you kind of get a sense of where this movie's going about a half hour in, so it feels a little longer than it needs to be.
At the same time, I prefer the second half of the movie to the first, where he's kind of normalizing and reintegrating himself instead of completely walling himself off. Because it feels like you empathize with him a little bit more instead of just kind of gawking at him. I don't know.
And I felt like you get to a point where you're just like, okay, he's reintegrating himself, but he's not doing a very good job of it. It's just repeating the same thing over and over again. Mm-hmm. You think there's moments where he's actually going to take a next step, like the bowling alley scene, and it doesn't really go anywhere. It's just the same thing he's done before.
But that kind of precedes the events of the rest of the movie, though. Yeah. That's where he realizes he's got to get out of this relationship with the real girl. And the movie works for what it is.
Yeah, it's not a bad movie. It's just
it's kind of small scale, and it's just a weird little cute kind of story.
Yeah.
And all the acting is good. Emily Mortimer was very, very
I think
good,
she was my favorite part of the movie. She's very charming.
But Paul Schneider's also very good.
Assassination of Jesse James.
Oh yeah,
in case you're wondering.
Emily Mortimer's from 30 Rock.
Among many other things.
Her. I recommend it. Go see it.
Yeah.
Not gonna be blown away, but you're gonna kind of tear up a little bit at the end if you're the kind of person who tears up at movies.
Maybe not,
sweet.
But yeah.
Anyway, so our ratings?
No.
Yes. I give this movie 3 stars. Because it's good.
I give it a 7 with a mustache. Because he has a mustache.
Alright. Yeah. So, thanks for watching. We're going to keep doing a couple more of movies we overlooked in 2007.
Yeah.
So coming up is another one. Thanks for watching.
Also, if you have any requests, feel free to leave a comment.
January is definitely kind of doldrums for good movies coming out. So if there's something you feel like we missed, or just a classic movie that maybe you want to hear us talk about, we're up for anything.
So we'd rather watch something you guys want to see reviewed than First Sunday.
Or In the Name of the King, the Dungeon Siege Tale.
Yeah.
We don't want to deal with that crap.
So any recommendations, let us know.
Totally. So thanks for watching. I'm Josh.
I'm Ken.
This is Ken and Josh Go to the Movies.